La la la. Check one, check two, and we are going live. We're live. Now we're live. Now we're live, and the world can hear us a little better than before. Oh my God, when Mother Earth acts up. Yeah, it's cold and rainy in the United States, but in Taiwan, that fucking earthquake. Tsunami. Oh, oh, oh. La la la. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, everybody. La 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 la. Welcome, everybody. I should invest in a guitar stand, right? Every morning I blow out my fucking thumb on the capo. On the capo. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the program. Marcus Conti reporting on the earthquake. Right, when Mother Nature does not cooperate, right? You're sitting there and everything's cool, right? You think like life is good right now, right? Life is good and life is forever, or at least we're going to get out of the next day, right? Nobody thinks they're going to die or get sucked into the ground by the ground itself, right? When the ground suddenly turns into liquid, right? Earthquakes. Humans, we live with earthquakes. Here in the the northeast of the United States, not so much. In my memory, I can recall one or two in New York City. Significant, not like fucking where buildings collapsed. But I was in a building once upon a time in an earthquake, and I'll never forget it. You hang on. It was me and my two cats. It was me, Granny Cat, and Batman. And we were sitting in the kitchen, and an earthquake hit, and the water flipped over, and some things fell, but the building stood up. However, on the other hand, in Taiwan, overnight, if you heard, 12 hours ago, there was a 7.4, between 7.2 and 7.4 on the Richter scale earthquake that hit the east. The mid on the East Coast, but middle down the island in the middle somewhere, Hualien province. I've been there. I was just there. I was just recently there, fucking not even 2 weeks ago. And I didn't stay in that particular city, but I went through it on a train en route to Taipei, and then en route south. I passed through it twice. So we'll take a look at this. It's fascinating, amazing, phenomenal imagery coming out of Taiwan right now. Buildings have collapsed. The death toll, I think, is about 9 right now. That's not bad for a country of 25, 26 million people, and to get hit that hard by an earthquake, it's not so bad. Death is never good, but you know what I mean. It could have been a lot worse. If that kind of earthquake hit a major city in the United States like New York, buildings would crumble because they're not prepared for it like Taiwan is. Taiwan is built with the idea that a fucking earthquake can come at any moment. Right? So we better build the buildings to sustain that kind of rock and roll. It's a scary thing when you're in an earthquake. It really, we're going to look at all the images. There's a lot more out there, but I think I got most of them. Fascinating, right? We're going to study a little. It's actually a study of Mother Nature. Mother Nature. Study Mother Nature, everybody. Good morning, everybody in the chat. Vinny D. Martini. William R. Hall up there in Syracuse says it's cold and raining. Yeah, it's cold and raining up here in the northeast of the United States. The fucking miserable, cold-ass, relentless rain that brings, flowers and it's water. Right? You can view it as, I wanted to run today and it's cold out and it's rainy. And if I do go out and run, I'll be tested. Because it's 44 and you get hit with ice cold water the whole way. You can't bring an umbrella when you run. But on the other hand, it's good for the plants, right? Because there's a lot of dependence on this water coming down. The hedges, the trees are loving it. Seeds won't come up until there's enough water. Right, so it's how you look at it, right? Is an earthquake a bad thing? That's a natural occurrence. I don't know. They're watching for tsunamis right now. Tsunamis are bad. Tsunami is an earthquake in the water, by the way, if you didn't know that. It's when an earthquake happens either very close to shore or in the ocean itself. And what happens is it creates a giant gap underneath the ocean, right? The ground opens up under the ocean, sucks in, I don't know how much water, right? And then a fucking wave comes and wipes out a lot, right? I'm always fascinated by tsunamis where, you see images of people like the tsunami didn't hit yet, but you see the water getting sucked out into the ocean, right? Suddenly the ocean is getting sucked out to nowhere, and you could walk 2 fucking miles into the beach. And people stare at it and say, they look at it and say, oh, isn't this fascinating? No, there's a fucking 80-mile-an-hour wave coming at you. Follow the birds and the dogs and the cats. You look around, there's nothing around. They're fucking gone, man. Go uphill. Right? Go uphill. You got to get like 50 feet, 100 feet above fucking sea level, so it doesn't kill you. So that's what they're watching right now, and that's a problem if you built your home right on the coast. Right? So John R. was in a 5.2 earthquake in UK in 2008. Right? 5.2. That's about what hit Taipei City. And Taipei is really a fucking upside down version of New York. It really is. It's an Asian version of New York. It's an amazingly big city. And for it to have gotten hit by 5.2 and not a fucking single building fell down. They shut the subway down in Taiwan. Massive, amazing, brilliantly built, beautiful fucking subway system in Taiwan, in Taipei, the city, the big city up north. And they shut it down, only for about an hour. They shut it down, check for cracks, and let's open it up again. Let's go. And so they did good, 5.2, that's a lot. That's a shaky shake. Right, 7.4 knocks down buildings. What about a 9? Right? What if we get hit with somebody like they're watching in Japan got hit too. Japan got a little piece of that action. What happens if a major city like Tokyo or Bangkok gets hit with a 9? Right, fucking crumble. Right, a lot of people, a lot of death. Or New York, if a 9 fucking points on the Richter scale hits New York City and topples a 100-floor building, buckles it, because that's what happens. There's 2 types of earthquakes, I understand. Sometimes they go sideways, right? The ground goes this way, but sometimes it goes this way, right? It goes up and bang. And those are the quakes. Those are the movements that collapse buildings when it goes up and down. Sideways, the building sways, right? But when it goes up and down, it goes up, I don't know, maybe 20, 30 feet, and comes crashing down and then back up again. It smashes the buildings. Right? So if something like that should happen around large buildings like New York, it's over. Right? A lot of death. Right? You think 9/11 was bad? You think 2 buildings falling down was bad when everybody knew it was coming? Try like 100 buildings falling, with complete surprise. Right? 40, a minute, and it's over, right? Just like that. So anyway, look at that. So there's my thumbnail today: collapsing buildings in Taiwan City, in Taiwan, Taipei City, and Hualien province, and have a look. That's what it looks like so far. My name is Marcus Conte. Every morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the United States of America, right here. We're live Monday through Thursday. And you can watch the reruns on most major platforms. We talk about all kinds of stuff, not just earthquakes. Whatever's in the news, whatever's... It's actually a relief to get away from, fucking stupid, ignorant American dumbass news like racism and I was going to talk about an article today of a guy, some guy, right? He's a college guy, and he couldn't win. It's a typical American story. He couldn't beat the boys, so he joined the girls team as a trainee. Right? And eventually they kicked him out because he was in the locker room gawking at young girls' tits, commenting, "Wow, tits!" Right? It's fucking. You let this dude into the locker room, into the sport. What's happening? Right? That's American. That's what's happening in America. Is a fucking upside down culture of no one knows what's right or wrong anymore. Right? Maybe it's the drugs they're taking. Maybe they need to fucking change the drugs in this country. Right? Everybody's on the wrong drugs. Everybody sees the world as fucked up. Right? Well, maybe we should have an earthquake. That'll bring everybody together. So let's talk about it. 9 killed, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 934 injured after a 7.4 earthquake. This is the image. They keep running these images. You'll see, we're going to see a lot more images. But there's a building that toppled over. Fucking scary, right? Oh my God, the building's going to fall in. Right? And shit, it's scary, man. Scary shit. Taipei, Taiwan, 7.4. That's where the news is coming out. That's not where the 7.4 hit. 7.4 magnitude earthquake followed by several strong aftershocks struck off the east coast of Taiwan on Wednesday morning, killing 9 people and injuring 934 people. This is from the Washington Post. According to Taiwan's fire department, the earthquake, which damaged buildings and caused landslides, was the largest to hit Taiwan in 25 years. It was also felt in parts of China. China is China. Taiwan is China, by the way. Don't kid yourself. It's Chinese. It's China. They speak Chinese. They write Chinese. They were run by China. It's just a matter of, they're not aligned. They are aligned business-wise with the West, but they're Chinese, man. It's fucking China. Sorry, Taiwan. But so here we go. This is Taiwan. Let's take a look where it is geographically. Here's the east coast. Right, we're here on the east coast of Taiwan, in a place called Hualien County, and I could tell you, having been from the word just there's going to be a lot of mispronunciations here because I don't speak Chinese at all. Not a lot of it. Taidong is where I was there for like a week. And I was like right here in this place for like a week. It's fucking beautiful, right? And the dogs and the cats and the delicious food and fruits there. Right? So from here I traveled to Taipei City. From Taipei City down to here and back. So we went through this area, Hualien County, twice. And I could tell you that it's mostly rice fields when you go through it. There's a lot of, it's beautiful, beautiful countryside, but that's where it hit. And you can see it's in kind of a rural area. I don't know why the train track isn't here, but the train runs right through it. Right? The trains run right through the major city and up the coast And then I think it goes like from here, and then it bangs left into Taiwan, Taipei from here. Tuchin up into Taipei. So that's where it happened. And where is Taipei in the world? Taipei's right here. See Hong Kong. That's Philippines down there. You got South Korea, and they're best friends with Japan. Really, Taiwan. Taiwan's very friendly with Japan. Okay, so let's look at some images. These are images coming out of Taiwan right now. Buildings caving in. Buildings. This is some of my images, right? I was there, right? So I'll tell you, man, you get some of the best food in the world on the street in Taiwan. This shit is amazing. This was stinky tofu. It's fried right on the street. That shit is like, I don't know, I think it's like cabbage or something. Cabbage and hot sauce. Man, you eat that shit, it's like $1.50. It's so delicious, right? This guy is a genius, right? You can't take it with you either because it's only good for like 10 minutes and then it gets soggy. So it's stinky tofu with some, let's see. He's got 1 sauce, 2 sauce. 1 sauce, 2 sauce, 3 sauce, 3 sauce. 3 sauce and some of that. Man, I would love to be there. These are the images you see all over Taiwan. This is one of the main temples there. Just a little overview before we get into the horror. Right? They're real people. It's a real place. It's a real big city in the middle of a beautiful ocean. This is some of my shots of. This is a famous tree in the middle of rice paddies, but you could see the landscape of the area where the earthquake hit. It's kind of flattish. There's mountains, flat around the edge, mountains closer up, but lots and lots of rice paddies everywhere, right? And there's a typical street. A typical street in Taiwan. Typical street. Lots of motorbikes. Right. I don't know if I'd want to be in a car or a motorbike when the tsunami hits or the earthquake hits. But you can see it's a real place. That's what I'm trying to say. A lot of Americans, it's Taiwan. Isn't that Thailand? Thailand. Did you go to Thailand? You know, people have said that to me. Did you go to Thailand? No, it's Taiwan. It's a fucking different place. It just starts with a T. Yeah, Americano. Some more imagery. God, it's loud. There's a typical night in Taiwan. Typical night in I guess this is Taipei. I don't remember. Shooting the traffic lights. I was bored. I was out there by myself. Here's a flag. I don't know if they have a national anthem, but oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light? It's a Taiwan flag. So let's get into it. People were screaming in Hualien. Hualien residents in shock after Taiwan earthquake. Let's look at some more images. We got images. Images from The Guardian. Here we go. That's fucking incredible, right? A lot of... Ay. You got to be. That image is all over the news. The image of that guy pulling the kid out of the window. I saw that like 5 times already. Crushed motorbikes. There's a piece of the mountain coming down. Oops. Here you are in the fucking boardroom. You're in the boardroom and the whole building is shaking. Scary. That's pretty radical, right? That's pretty radical. At least 9 killed. 9. See, they're calling it 7.2. Some are calling it 7.4. The others 7.2. So let's call it 7.3. We'll get the middle. In first moments after the huge quake hit, Lani Hus grabbed her dog and her family and fled, running down 5 flights of stairs. She headed outdoors to seek safety from falling objects. You're damn right you do. You're damn right. You run like a little girl. That's what you do. So I think this is a live loop. It's a live loop. We could watch this for a minute or two. You could see the. So the earthquake hit the fucking mountain, and now there's people down below wondering, at what point is the debris going to hit them? Right? Here we go. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. That's right after it happened. That is amazing. There's no image. I think there is an image of it. Here. You're on the bridge. This is fucked up, right? That's what an earthquake feels like when you're on the bridge. You're saying to yourself, man, this might be my last moment, right? I don't know how to swim. I can't. Fuck. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. This is a above ground subway. It looks like Taipei. It looks like Taipei City. You can see the shit moving, man. See everything is swinging. I don't know where these images are coming out of, but it could be anywhere. It could be Taipei. It could be. But you're in your car now. Now you're in your car. Oh my God! And you see the truck in front of you shaking. Look at the light poles. It's like weeds just swaying in the wind. Right? Powerful. In the boardroom, they're running the same images over and over again. I guess. Let's see if we can find some other stuff, some other cool stuff. Here we go. Oh, Taipei earthquake, strongest in 25 years. Give it to me. Give it to me. See, they have traffic cameras all over the place. Watch this. Watch this. Oh man, that's the moment it fell. Oh man, you got to be like, holy shit! I'm fucking getting out of here. Whoa. I almost am warned of tremors. Yeah. That's fucking scary, man. That's a scary idea. Everybody just stops. Earthquake. Hualien. Earthquake. 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 And then it's over. It's still shaking. 30 seconds. A minute. It's a good way to time it. That building's going to have to come... That building's going to have to come down right there. That's going to fall. I don't know why people are this is what I'm saying about humans, right? The rescue workers, that's different. That's their job. They got to go in there and try to find people. But why are people hanging around a building that's about to collapse? Get out of there. These images were all over the news. Here. What a disaster. What a disaster. I smell gas. There's the reporting. You're in the pool. That's wild. You are in the pool. Oh my God. That's a cool place to be in an earthquake, in the pool. There's a lot of images coming out now because it just happened last night, yesterday. Oh, you're on the street shopping. You're on the street shopping. You know, there's cameras everywhere in this place. There's cameras everywhere. So you're going to get a lot more imagery is the point. Ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. So stop. So Americanos and Europe, stop complaining about the rain. These fucking people deal with the earth moving under their feet. We've seen a lot of these images. It's good. Let it play out. Let it play out. Get more. I love the guy with the pool. Rescue efforts. Taiwan military were dispatched. They're looking for people. Way. So, what else we got? That's cool. They're out there doing their work. They're out there doing their work, trying to find people. Here's another minute video. Let's see what we got here. Just scared. This is you see this image was the most popular I've seen, and you're gonna watch a bunch of people pull a kid out. There you go. There's the kid getting pulled out the window. Happy, right? The kid survived a major fucking earthquake. Right? Survived, right? No big deal. You just didn't want to be on the bottom floor where you get crushed. Yeah, gas. Be careful. Those motorbikes are fun, by the way. Those are fun to ride. I was on one. Fucking wild. It's a great way to get around. Great transportation. Great transportation. So this is 11 hours ago. 11 hours ago's videos.
Excuse me, would you mind taking a picture of this?
No, I don't want, I'm not taking your picture, you jackass. Let's see what else we got here. Doom, doom, doom. Some sort of stupid music playing there. Shaky Shake. That's Taipei. That's building 101. Tallest building in Taiwan. One of the tallest in the world. I think it's like number 5. 77 people trapped. That's Hualien Park. Hualien Park in Taipei. That was in it. It's not much of a park. It's kind of boring. There's the workers. The workers. Guys, got enough of the earthquake yet? Here, you're on. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh no! What the fuck? What's happening? What's happening? It's that moment. It's that moment where you realize that you realize how fragile the fucking planet is, right? And you realize that what you thought was solid under you is really liquid. Right? That's liquid. That's liquid moving around. It's boiling liquid. Maybe a mile or two under us, right? Still boiling, still bubbling, right? Fascinating planet we live on. We shouldn't cry about it. We shouldn't be upset about it. It's just something that happens, right? It's something that the earth shakes sometimes. The earth is evolving and moving and breathing. Maybe it's breathing. Maybe it's speaking. Maybe this is a response to too many humans, a way to reduce the amount of carnage created by humans. Maybe that's Earth's way of doing it, a giant earthquake or a giant storm where it rains for 40 days and drowns everybody. Looks like the airport. Runs in the airport. Not much action in the airport. There's a mountain. I saw these images. The mountain falling down. How about this? You're in the cafe. Oh shit. Oh no. Every bottle. Every bottle, every glass hits the ground. Anyway, nothing a broom. You fix it with a broom. Here you go. Here's your house. Here's your house. Oh man, that's intense. That's shit falling down, man. Here's the rice paddies. So is the planet solid or is the planet liquid? I don't know. I think it's a little of both. It's solid on the outside, but liquid on the inside. It's like an egg. We live on an egg. Right? It's not necessarily round, according to a lot of the flat earth people. It's more like an egg or a donut. This guy's saving a chick coming out the window. Come on. Come on down. Come on down. Right? It's the only way out. The staircase doesn't exist anymore. Sorry. Anyway, I think that's about. What else can we see here? What else? Hualien. Let's see. There's some more. Oh, there's some night stuff. Night action. Yeah, they've already started to knock the buildings down. This is hours later at night. There's fires. You got to shut off the power. It's pretty slick though, because I know people that in Taiwan say that the right before it hit, the agencies, they knew it was coming and they shut everything down. Everything was, all of a sudden, there's no power. Everything just goes black, and then the fucking ground starts shaking. Well, this didn't happen at night. It happened in broad daylight. But I don't know if that happened this time. I'm just echoing what someone told me. There they are, peeling the pieces of the building away. You got to knock it down before it falls down. Right? That's the idea. You can't rebuild. You can't rebuild that because the ground is no longer there. The ground is no longer the same. There's giant, gaping holes where there was once solid. Right? It's gone. So you got to start over. You got to knock it down, fill in the hole, fill it in, and then it's just boring. It's boring. Yeah, so there's a couple of hacks tearing a building down there. They're getting busy. You got to take it down before it's too late. Okay, Chang. Good deal. What else? I think we go one more. What's this? Taiwan hit by strong surf.
Okay, good morning. So at about 2 minutes to 8 a.m. this morning, we were struck in Taipei by a fairly strong tremor. It's the strongest I've had.
So that's last night, East Coast time. That's 8 p.m. here. 8 a.m. Early in the morning.
My 10 years in Taiwan. And we've just been informed by the government that it was the strongest quake to have hit the island since 1999. That was an earthquake which killed more than 2,000 people.
I know people who were in that one. That was brutal. That hit right in the middle of Taipei.
Now,
that's when they started to build the buildings that they're shake-proof, right? They can sway. You're actually safer in the building than you are outside of the building because it's built like that. It's built to sustain the rock and roll. If you're outside, the ground might open underneath you, as opposed to being in a building that's built to sway.
Taiwan, I'm working from the middle of Taipei. I can't see any visible signs of damage, but the actual initial tremor was fairly long. It went from, at a guess, 20 to 30 seconds, and we've had several aftershocks. So
20, 30 seconds, the guy is reporting, Bloomberg News reporting no damage in Taiwan, Taipei. In the city of Taipei, where it hit 5 point whatever, no damage, right? We can learn a lesson from our Chinese brothers and sisters about earthquakes. Because, hey, climate change is real. We might someday have to deal with earthquakes and roaring fucking fires and drought. I might as well get used to it.
We understand that there've been...
Is this unusual, by the way? Is this new? Are earthquakes and such devastation new in the world? Not really. It's only because the world has grown smaller as a result of this kind of communication where we see it in real time. Not even an hour later, we see what's happening. Because everybody's got a goddamn phone in their pocket. In places like Taiwan, there's cameras on every corner. So there's cameras everywhere. The point is that it was probably always happening. We just didn't notice it. We didn't notice that there were so many earthquakes and natural disasters in the world, until we started to see it with our amazing technology. Right now we know. It's like, oh shit, we live on an egg. We live on an egg. Don't break it. Don't break it. It's fucking liquid, man. It's liquid.
Some evacuations from some facilities, particularly closer to the epicenter of the earthquake, which was in Hualien, on the east of the island. There was a tsunami warning issued related to some parts of the east and Okinawa. My understanding is that those tsunami waves were not forecast to be.
So they're looking for a tsunami. Invisible Jesus. Oh man, I love your name. Invisible Jesus says it's solid, liquid, and gas. Yeah, it is. It's all of those. But they're all made out of liquid. I mean, inside of a solid is liquid. Inside of liquid is solid. Inside of gas is both. Right? It's all the same. Right? It's always changing. Right? What you think is solid now becomes liquid a minute later. Right?
Particularly large, and I do understand that Okinawa has not been severely affected, but that is unconfirmed, and we're still getting information.
Japan is fine. Japan didn't get hit at all. Japan is in the same line of wherever this thing hit. Right? So they got to watch the tsunami, man. The tsunamis are fucked up.
This happened a little over an hour ago.
Yeah, Adrian, maybe just
Taiwan is an easy place to get away too, because if you know that there's a potential tsunami, you just drive up the mountain. There's mountains, it's surrounded by mountains. Just find a fucking route up the mountain and go just hang out there for a while. And if it's shaky shakes, no big deal. You're in the mountain, right? But you don't want to get whacked with a tsunami, right? You grab the cat, you grab the dog, you grab the kids, and you go for a ride up the mountain. That's how you survive.
As well, we did just get a headline coming through out of Kyoto News on Okinawa itself that the Naha airport has halted arrivals and departures at least, well, to some extent affected to that extent. Adrian, I'm wondering if you could talk a little bit more about any potential or current disruptions to any production supply chains. We did hear, of course, from the TSMC spokesperson about 30 minutes back. I wonder if you could give us some context on what we have heard so far along those lines.
Sure. So Taiwan is a semiconductor manufacturing hub, as you know, and making some of the world's most advanced chips.
And Bloomberg is asking, is it going to affect the price of chips because Taiwan got hit with a... Taiwan Semiconductor is huge, by the way. Let's look at the market. The markets are open. Taiwan Semiconductor, large manufacturer of semiconductors in Taiwan. Let's see how the markets are dealing with I don't know, a earthquake in Taiwan. The Dow Jones doesn't care. It's down $1. Looks like it's even. Nasdaq down 44.5, and S&P is kind of flat, down a point. The ones that I'm watching right now is Reddit at 49, RDDT. These are the two IPOs. Trump stock JDT. DJT, Donald J. Trump, at 51 right now. That's pretty good. Anything over 50 is good for Trump stock right now. If it's holding in the first week of trading, first 2 weeks, that's phenomenal. Reddit is live. I don't know much about the financials behind Reddit, but it looks pretty strong. It did go to 80. And it's hovering around 49. That could be the bottom. I know the Reddit people, they like to talk about a short squeeze, but on an IPO, don't expect the short squeeze to come this close. There's not a lot of stock to short, so you're not going to really get a short squeeze until it's, pennies on the dollar. It could go down. These IPOs tend to go down significantly. Look at Rivian at $10.50. This one went over 100. But that's normal. That's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. You don't need to buy it now. You don't need to own it now, but you need to be aware of it. And if it comes down, you can grab it. Right? You grab it when it goes down because someday it goes back up. Right? That's the bet. But if you don't want to wait, NVIDIA, $888 a share, grab it. It's down 5 today. Google down $1.29. Apple down up 25 cents. Apple up 25 cents. Amazon up 52 cents. Meta, formerly Facebook, up 5.7. Mark Zuckerberg, amazing. Got his stock over $500 a share again. I don't know how he did it. I don't know what he said, but he did it. Microsoft, $419 a share, all up. Technology is down a little today, but overall holding steady. Bitcoin lovers up 1,000 today, 1.5%. Bitcoin is up 1,000 right now. Do we even care about Bitcoin anymore? I don't really care because I don't touch it. I don't touch it because it doesn't follow the ETF. Look at if Bitcoin is up 1.85%, why is the ETF that follows it down 0.3%? That's not a good trading strategy. Right? If you're trading a ETF that's supposed to follow the thing up and down, it shouldn't be going down when the underlying asset is going up. So I say BITO is a little flawed. That the ETF that follows Bitcoin against the dollar, slightly flawed in that respect. Unlike Qs or TQQQ, which tends to follow the Nasdaq almost exactly times 3 in the case of TQQ. In the case of Qs, it follows it almost exactly. For example, the Nasdaq is down 0.32%. Qs is down 0.38% or 6. That's close. You see how the ETF moves with the index, but with Bitcoin, it's not doing that. It's going the other way. So you stay away from this BITO. It's garbage. You don't know why it's going that way. Trump sues Truth Social Company co-founder to zero them out. Oh, fucking Trump needs to shut his hole. Trump needs. I know it's hard for Trump to do, but for Trump's company to become, amazing, he needs to get out of the way. He needs to hire some money hacks, right? That people that know how to make money, right, and make some money, right? Because you're not making any money with your company. All the hype is not. It's not enough to keep it up. So that's all I got today. Thank you very much for joining me. That's the Taiwan earthquake. Grateful. I think we could definitely be. I'm grateful. I was almost like. I was saddened. What's my capo? I was a little saddened. I'll be honest. I was a little saddened to hear that there was an earthquake in Taiwan and I missed it. Because you talk about a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to cover something like that. If you're on the train and you're reporting, well, it's Conti reporting live from the Taiwan fucking earthquake. That would have been wild. There'll be other chances in life, right? I was there when the 9/11 building fell, and I turned my camera off by accident. I was standing right there, man. I still got the footage. I got some of it of the building falling, but I was like 3 blocks away. Right? Once in a lifetime. I'll see you guys. David Brown says, "What the Fukushima? I like this one better. Invisible Jesus. Invisible Jesus. Weevil Go, you got credit for that one. Invisible Jesus. He's everywhere. I'm ringing the bell. Invisible Jesus. He's everywhere. Invisible Jesus. I'll see you guys tomorrow, man. Peace out. Marcus Conte. Marcus Conte reporting.